Hello, guys. This is Becca. Uh, Excuse my dirty room. It's not dirty, it's just pulled out. I'm doing a project I'm excited about, and I should have showed you before I started it, but I didn't think about it. So now I'm going to show you. I hadn't gotten real far in it. This wire shelf right here, it was over here in this corner, and it had Finn, it had the twins, it had Autumn and Ali. Oh my goodness, I forgot her name. Sorry guys, I do that sometimes. And Bennett. What is her name? I have so many babies that sometimes they just fly out my head. Oh my goodness, it's not Elise, it's anyway, the Ashton Drake baby right there. Y'all probably hollering her name at me. They were on that shelf along with some other items that was in here. That little plastic shelf there, the little horse and the little bike, their baskets of toys, all that was on that shelf, and it was full. So what I've done is I've bought me another white shelf, and see how I have my babies on this shelf. Then I have some cubes up there with clothes in it. So I bought me another white shelf. It's got to be put together. Got it from Walmart.com. And we're going to put it together hopefully tonight. This is Friday. Hopefully hubby can get it put together for me. And we're going to put it in that corner there, or whichever one. If this one's taller than the other one, then we're going to scoot that one down in the corner and put the other one right here. Or if they're the same size, I probably will scoot that one down because it's the older one, and I'd rather it be hid more in the corner than the new one. But if the other one is taller, then it will go there. I tried to get them the same height. I hope I did. But anyway, that's going to give me more space because I can position my babies on that white shelf like I have them on this white shelf, and I can buy more babies. Isn't that exciting, guys? I'm so excited that I can buy more babies. I'm so excited, so excited. I know, I'm crazy. Anyway, I wanted to share with you what I'm doing and how it looks. This is my bedroom. That's the baby bed right there, and a swing goes between the shelf and the baby bed, a baby swing. And then that's the dog pens over here that the two dogs sleep in these pens, the two bottom pens. The top pen was Ringo's, and before we got Macy, I tore it up and made it into a baby bed. I tore the front off of it, and I don't know where the front is now, but I have my babies on inside that one with no front, and on top, and on top of that one. So I will have a space to put babies, and then I sit in my rocking chair sometimes and rock the babies. And then that's my bed, but it don't usually have all the stuff on it because, you know, it's usually on the shelf. And then in that corner is usually not that messy. You know, all of the baby stuff will be taken off of that shelf. This shelf will be moved. I'm going to take this shelf apart, but I'm going to keep it. Because later on I may do something with it if I need more space for babies. Sorry guys, I may set it up in my living room for more space for babies. Sorry. I love my babies and I love buying babies. Okay. So, but I will show you. Look at the little horsey, the little bicycle. I'll show you maybe a little clip in the process of putting the white shelf together. And then I will show you the end result. I'm not sure just when this video will go up because, like I said, I'm just not handy with doing stuff like that. I can't, with my health conditions and all, I just can't do it. It's just too much for me, too heavy. I can't screw the screws in tight enough. I just can't do it. I'm just not capable of doing it. So I have to wait until hubby can do it. And so as soon as I can get him, he's at work. Now, like I said, this is a Friday. It's right after lunch. And he's at work. He won't get off till later this afternoon. And then I'll just have to see if he has time. I'm thinking he might have a music practice at church tonight. Either it's tonight or tomorrow night. I'm thinking it's tonight. Getting ready for Easter Sunday. So it's a possibility he won't be able to. I've asked him to take off early. He's not one to do that. It has to be a very good reason for him to take off. He's just never done that just because I wanted him, or he just wanted off or something. He's never done that. It always has to be a sickness, an illness, or an emergency, or that we're going on a vacation, or, it has to be something that he feels like is good enough to take off for. And so I don't know that he's going to take off early. So if he don't take off early, he's going to be late this afternoon getting in. Then he'll have to get ready. If tonight is their practice, he'll have to get ready and go on to church. So he won't be able to put it together. So it'll be tomorrow, Saturday, before he can get it put together. If he gets it then, it's all according to what he has to do tomorrow. But as soon as we get it put together and put up, I will finish this video and get it put up for you to see. All right. Have a great rest of your... Oh, I'm not going to say that because I'm going to add a clip. So, I will see you for you in just a second. Okay, guys, I am back. It's actually the next day. And I was not able... The conditions wasn't where I could video hubby putting together my bookshelf for my dolls. So I will show you the end result. But along with that, I'm going to just go ahead and give a tour, if that's what you want to call it, of all of my dolls and where I keep them. There has been, Susie, on one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, particularly, I'm doing this video for her. I've posted on all the Facebook groups that I'm in, asking people how many dolls they had. I'm doing this video to help Susie, but I actually posted that to try to get help for myself. I'll just get right into it. All the dolls I have now when I say all, my total dolls I have now, I need to say, is 66, but I have 2 on the way. So when they get here, I will have 68 dolls. Now, I do not play or role play or whatever, snuggle or whatever, all of those dolls. There's 8 of those dolls that are just setting out for looks, because they're not authentic, or either because they're too pretty, I don't want to mess them up. I have some NPK dolls, and please, no hate speech. One of them I got when I first started collecting and did not know anything about people stealing artist sculpts. And 2 of them my husband got me for Christmas. He don't know anything about all that. He just sees pretty dolls and thinks I would like them, and he buys them. Really, that's the only two NPKs he's ever bought me. He usually gets me Ashton Drake. He's bought me 3 or 4 Ashton Drake himself. So, when I show an NPK, please, no hate speech. I don't just go out and buy NPK. But I will not get rid of the ones I have because they hold a special meaning to me. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. What I'm going to do is, Susie was asking me where I put all of my dolls. I have that many. Where do I put them? Which I have asked other people that had more dolls, which I hadn't found a whole lot of people that has more dolls than I do. There are a few. And I've asked them to show me where and how they keep their dolls, which no one has yet. So if you have 70 or above dolls, please do a video showing me, or put up pictures on the Facebook group showing me how you keep your dolls, where you keep them, how you store them, how you whatever, because I want all of my dolls showing. I don't want to put them in boxes and put them away. I want them all showing. Okay. Also, there's different ones that has made statements, and everybody's different. That's what makes the world up. To me, the more dolls I have, the more I like. And to other people, having that many is overwhelming. So it's to you, whatever you prefer. I do suggest you don't discredit or down anyone for doing it different than you do it. If you don't like a whole lot of dolls and other people do, don't make comments about that in a negative way. Now there's a lady and myself that we pick back and forth about the money I spend on dolls. I'm not talking about fun. I'm talking about seriously hate speech about how many dolls people has, or what they spend on it, or stuff like that, or that they don't have as many as you do, that they need more, which I have made this statement, oh, you need more, and I was just carrying on. One lady said she only had one, and so I said, oh, it don't need to be by itself, it don't need to be an only child, you need more. It was just for fun. I'm talking about serious hate speech. Let's don't have that, because that's just not nice. Everybody's different. Everybody likes things differently. Okay, now to get into where I keep my dolls and how I keep them. I had to say all that because you will be seeing my NPK dolls. And you will be seeing that I have a lot of dolls. And I'm also going to give you a little update, a little insight maybe, on how I play with my dolls. To be honest, I hardly ever change their diaper. I love changing their clothes. I love snuggling with them. I have anxiety and sometimes depression. And if I can just sit down in my bedroom in my rocking chair in there and rock one of my babies, it really gives me a calmness. So I use my babies for that reason. There's times that when I need to leave the house, I don't take my babies with me, but there's times I want to so bad. I might be feeling some anxiety or whatever, and I think if I could just take one of my babies with me. But I haven't gotten up the nerve to do that yet because of the remarks and the looks that people, give you when you take a doll out. So I haven't done that yet, but there is times because of my anxiety I would love to. So I'm going to go ahead. This is probably going to be a long video. I don't mean to excuse the dogs. They do not hush when I tell them to. So you will just have to try to talk over them. But this, I was showing you I didn't give you a full view. This is my living room. This is the kitchen door. That's my fake fireplace or electric fireplace, however you want to say it. A bassinet, my husband's chair, a crib, I guess you would call it. My love seat chair, mine and the dog's. That's why it looks like it does. I have blankets covering it, and because the dogs sit with me. A baby rocker, and then that door goes into bathroom. My bedroom's that way, and the bathroom is straight. My mom's room's right there. Dolls there. My sofa, my curio cabinet. Okay, so now we're going to get started in to where I keep my dolls. When I say realistic dolls, I'm not only talking about reborns. I'm talking about Ashton Drake, Paradise Galleries, Canby, Adora. And like I said, I have NPK. Not because I just go out and buy them, but because the situation just happened that my husband bought me two, and I had bought one when I first started. So, anyway, this beauty right here is an NPK. It's one my husband got me for Christmas. And then I'm not going to name them all and tell you where they're all from. It would take forever. But I have all of these sitting on top. I meant to move my sugar monitoring machine, glucose machine. So I have these sitting on top of the electric fireplace. So they're sitting there. You can count them as you go. So we got those. Then these are my two hearts. I mean, I only have one heart, but they have my heart. They are my last reborns, which I do have a reborn on the way. But these two came from the same artist. I love these two babies. They are precious, so I'm letting you count. I'm going to put my hand over it when I'm turning because I don't want to make you dizzy. All right, in the crib is this one. Okay, I'm walking over here to this table. Oh, right here. Now, I told you I was going to give you a little insight on how I do my dolls. I try to do a doll a day. I call it the baby of the day. And the night before, like around 6 o'clock at night, I will take that baby and put it in a sleeper that it's going to sleep in. And it goes in the baby bed in my bedroom when I go to bed. Then the next morning, that's the baby. I snuggle and change into whatever the outfit for the day is or whatever. And I snuggle with that baby. I hardly ever act like I'm feeding them. And like I said, I put a diaper on them if they don't have one when I first get them. And unless changing them has messed up the diaper so bad I need to change it, then their diaper doesn't get changed again. I don't role play in that manner, but I do like to, I put them to bed and then I get them up the next morning and dress them and then I snuggle them through the day. I like to do that. So that's what I do, and that's where the baby of the day is. So when I go to bed at night, there's no baby in this rocker. I leave that for the baby of the day. But each baby has its own designated place. Now these four here, the two on the bottom, are Adora dolls. And look at these beautiful babies. Their hair is gorgeous. They are gorgeous. These are two that I do not change. I don't do anything. Oh, the first doll I showed you, the NPK that my husband got me. She is so pretty. I don't want to change her and mess her hair up and all that. She just sits there for pretty, just like these here. These two up here, these two dolls right here, both of these are Paradise Gallery dolls, and they're just too pretty, which those two and that one there, the fairy one, is in their original clothes. K-Pop from Paradise Galleries was in just like a onesie with a pair of pants, and I changed her into this beautiful dress, and so that's what I'm keeping her in. She's just too pretty to mess up by pulling clothes over her hair and all that. It's up in a little ponytail. She has the little pink what they call the pop rock color in her hair. She's just beautiful, and I don't want to mess her up, so she sits there for looks. Now, around here by the couch, back by the door, my curio cabinet. This here is an old Ashton Drake. She's, I don't know what year, but she's way back, but she's that hard vinyl. It almost feels like that she's a porcelain doll, but not quite. But that's how hard her vinyl is. I don't know if it's from over the years or if that's the way they used to make them. So that's not her original dress. She was actually dressed in a Christmas dress. She's Jessica home for Christmas. And so I just change her twice a year. I change her when it's time, gets Christmas holidays. I change her back into her Christmas outfit. When the Christmas holidays is over, I put her back into a pretty outfit and let her sit there. So she's just there for looks. This is that first NPK doll that I bought, and I keep her because, and I've told this story again, so I won't go in big detail, but the little smirky smile that she has reminds me of my great niece when she was 2 years old, so that doll will never be sold. And, the first doll I showed you was also one that my husband, I told you that was the one my husband got me, NPK. So that's 1, 2, 3, those 4 over here. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, the 8th one is in my bedroom. Okay, so that's all I have in my living room. So are y'all counting? I'm going to cover it so it won't make you dizzy while I'm walking in here. Okay, so this here, I've got some car seats. It's just toys. This one came from Paradise Galleries. This one came from Walmart. So I have 2 babies there. I have 2 babies laying up here. This is the bookshelves. This one is the one I already had, this first one. And as you see, I had it packed, which it was packed more than this. I moved some over. This one here is the one my husband put up last night. It really didn't give me a whole lot of room more to store babies, except for the fact that I can move this one. This is Finn from Paradise Galleries, and he's in a little carrying bed. I can move him and put him somewhere else. Then I have this shelf here. I can move this toy like it's a toy, their toy. I can move it and put 2 more dolls there. I can move the horse and the bicycle props down there and put 3 dolls down there. So it did give me a little bit more room. I had just a wire shelf here that only held like maybe 4 dolls. So it did give me a little more room, but not a whole lot. I need another one. So that's why I said, if you have more dolls, please show me how you store them, how you keep them, because I definitely want them on display. I don't want them packed away. Okay, so that's those 2. Like I said, those 2 there. I have 4 here. 4 here. All 4 of those are my Kenby dolls. I have 3 here, which the one that's in the rocker in the living room, that's the baby of the day, will go right here after, when I change out tonight. I have 3 down there. I have one right here. This is a real baby's car seat. I could take it and put it in the car if I could ever make up my mind to do it. So I got one there. I have my twins laying up there. And 3 here. Now this is the other NPK. My husband got me a boy and a girl for Christmas. But I'm looking for him a nice outfit, because I'm thinking I'm probably just going to put him in a nice outfit and not, just leave him for display. Not do anything with him. Just simply because I like to share my dolls, the ones I play with, the ones I snuggle and hug and change. I like to share them on social media, and people, I understand completely, and that's why I don't just go out and buy knockoff dolls. But I refuse to get rid of the ones I have because they have a great meaning to me. So I may just find him a nice outfit and set him up for display with the others that I don't do anything with. Okay, that I just use them for beauty to look at. Eye candy. So I have those 3 there. I have the 2 there and the 1 down there. And like I said, I can put 2 more there and 3 on the bottom shelf. I have her in the little swing. Now this bed is where I bring the babies at night, or the baby. And if it's the day for my twins, I have 2 sets of twins. I have the girls up there, and then on the fireplace in the living room, I have the boy-girl set. And I put them both in here. You know, when it's their day, they're together. That's the only days that I do 2 babies at a time. But this here is just a mini baby bed. It's not the big regular size baby bed. And I keep this little space right here to be able to bring in the baby at night, because I like for it to be in the room with me, whichever baby that I'm having for that day. And then I have all of these babies. I hope you are counting. I have all of these babies sitting around in the baby bed. Okay? Now, guys, I had to get creative to have room. Okay? So right down here is my dog's pens. I have 2 pens here. I had 3 when I had Ringo. I had a Boston Terrier that I had since he was 4 months old, and he lived to be 8 or 9. I think he might have even been 10 or 11. I can't remember just how old he was, but he lived to be a good long age, and he died of old age. So I took his pen and tore the front off of it and made it into a baby bed. Okay, so I set it on top of the other 2 pens, and this is what I did. So sitting on top of this first pen, these are all my silicone dolls. This here is a full body silicone. She is a knockoff, I guess you would say. I'm not sure. I bought her. You can go look it up yourself on Etsy. It's called Silicone Snuggle Babies. I don't know anything about it, so I don't know if she's what you would call a knockoff or if she is authentic. I don't know. But she's my baby, nonetheless. And then these 3 here are from Ashton Drake. They're partial silicones. Then this is the pen that I tore the front off. And I have 4 babies here. And then on top, I have 3 more babies, which if it's a small baby, I did have 4 up here at one time. So I can move one over, move these toys and move one over and put 1 more on top. So now we're going to count and see where I can put, or how many more babies I could get comfortably in what I have now. So I've got 2 more coming. One of them's a Paradise Galleries that's big like Big Boy over there that's sitting on the shelf by itself, so it will go with him. And the other one will probably also go on that same shelf. So that will fill that shelf up. Okay, so I can put 1 here. And 3 down there on that bottom shelf. I'll have to move so I can get 4 more babies besides the ones that's coming. I could actually move some stuff up there if I could find somewhere to put it and set babies up there. I could. And that may be where I put Bennett, my NPK here. When I find the right outfit that I want to just display him in, I may set him up there, move those baskets, and start putting them up there. So I probably could get, I know I can get 4 more. Hey, I probably could get about 10 more dolls if I crowd them in there. At least 8 more. Hey guys, I've got a problem. But the biggest problem is I don't want to do anything about my problem. And my problem is I'm addicted to buying babies. But I don't want relief from it. I don't want to be delivered from it because I'm enjoying it. Hey, just call me the crazy doll lady, okay? That's what I am, the crazy doll lady. Okay, so like I said, this here is Big Boy. That's what he's called from Paradise Galleries. I named him Ken. I have another boy about his size from Paradise Galleries coming. And then I have the reborn that is coming. So they will fill this shelf up. So I can put 3 down there. I could move him if they're small babies because that's not a very tall. It has to be like a preemie that could sit in there. But I could do that if I needed to. And then I could move that stuff up there and start putting babies up there. So, hey, I can set one between there. I still got a little bit of space I can put babies, so, you know, they'll probably still be coming for a little while. But, like I said, this here is left open, this little space. I don't, like each one of these dolls, when I move them, like, let's just say, for example, let's say if Josie was my baby for tomorrow, then about 6 o'clock tonight, I would get her, I would put that other baby up, which is Janae, what I named her Janae. I would put her up and take Josie and put her in the living room in the rocker with us until we went to bed. Well, you see, I never did change her out of her sleeper the last time I played with her. I must have had a really bad day and just left her in her sleeper. But anyway, since she's in a sleeper, I would just bring her tonight when I come to bed, and I would put her in here and cover her up, and that space would be open. Janae would be back over there. That space would be open because each baby has its own place. And so she would lay here, sleep here tonight. In the morning when I got up, she would go back in there with me, and that's where she would stay, is in there with me until about 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and then I would change out babies. So that's the way I do my babies. And when I say play, I don't play like a child would play house with the baby. I change their clothes at morning and night. Like if she had, okay, let's say, oh my goodness, Joy. I almost forgot her name, and there it is on the pillow. Okay, Joy's in her dress. So if tonight was her night, I would change her into a sleeper. Then in the morning, when she got up, I'd change her back into a pretty outfit, whatever outfit I chose for the day. So, that's the amount I play. And then I hug them and snuggle them through the day when I need a hug. I'll rock them. That's the way I play with them. So, that's my babies. That's where I keep them. And so, I was kind of worried because the shelf didn't look like it gave me a whole lot more space. But it did. Now that I'm counting where I could put babies and how many more I could get. Hey, I'm worried about not being able to get no more babies. Anyway, it did give me a little bit more space because, like I said, I can move that stuff from up top if I needed to. Stick it under the baby bed or get one of them low under the bed type containers to put the stuff that's in them and stick that under my bed and put more babies up there. So that makes me feel better, so I can still get quite a few more babies. Hey guys, I love my babies. And some people were saying, that they get rid of ones that they don't bond with, which I have sold quite a few babies, ones I really didn't bond with. And I too, if I don't bond with it, I sell it and get another one that see if I can bond with it. So I do that myself. But the thing is, there's very few babies that I didn't bond with. You could not point out any baby that I have showed you that I would, at this point in time, be willing to get rid of. And I do the baby of the day, so it may take me 2 months to get back to that first baby. And now that I've gotten more, it'll take me a little over 2 months to get back to that first baby. But I love my babies and I don't want to get rid of them. And every one of them gets their day when I have baby of the day, because I love them all. So I'm sorry the video is so long, but I did want to share that with you. I did want to cover two things, and that's showing the finished results of my shelf and also showing where I keep all of my babies. All right. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will talk with you later. Bye.